Here we are, part 2. I've got 1100 pennies to search through. Oh, loads left in there. I will be upgrading these Whitman albums, or adding ones I haven't got. The reason I mention this straight away is because somebody said, or a few people have said actually, that the 1912 I found was better than the one in the album. So let's have a look. There's the one in my album, and this is the one I found and put down on the board, and it's definitely better condition. But my rule is, if I put it down on the board, it stays there and becomes part of the giveaway. So I'll put that one back there, and let's dive in and grab some more. Okay, start with an 1897. Again, you look for a dot in between the O and the N, like a little full stop. I did show an image of that in part 1. If you want to know what I'm talking about, have a look at part 1. Another Victoria, 1900. Got a slightly better one of that. 1913, maybe an upgrade. We'll check that. There's another George V, another 1913. A bit of a dirty one there. So 1949, got a 1949. That looks like that's going to come away quite easily. Yeah, that'll just clean off of there. So I'm not going to put that in the dirty mug. There's a 1940. If you look at the date, you'll see there's a double line called the exergue line. On the 1940, you can find them with a single line and a double line. Both are quite easy to find, but I do put both varieties on the board if I find them. There's Halfpenny, 1966 Halfpenny. Another 1913. 1919. No mint mark on that one. 1938. That's a shiny one. Oh, 65 this time, not a 66. 1930. 1919, no mint mark. There's a Victoria. 1885. Don't think we've got an 85 yet. It's not too bad. It's readable. Quite clear. Nice. Well, another Victoria. 76. 1876. And that will have a mint mark, because they all were made at Heaton. The Heaton Works in Birmingham that year. You just see the H between the 8 and the 7 underneath. Just see it. Not best condition though, is it? We'll check my book, see if I've got that one. It's a bit battered. Oh, London made. London made. Looks like it's been stamped twice for some reason. Been done a long time ago. London made. I wonder why that was stamped on there. I might keep that one. Oh, I'll keep that one myself, I think. Right, 1921, and the last in the first handful is another 1919 with no mint mark. Right, I've got a 1965, which is definitely an upgrade. I've got the 1940 with the double line, so I'll watch out for a single line one. There's the Halfpenny, put that down there. The 1876, you can see there, 11 million were made at the Heaton Works in Birmingham. None were made at the Royal Mint, and I haven't got it. Pretty bad condition, but it is an addition to the book. And this one, 1881 to 1901, I do have the 1885. And it is in a slightly better condition than this one I've just found. In fact, the only one I need for this album is an 1883 there. And this 1885 can go down there. Okay. There's Victoria, Vale Head or Old Head. 1899, we still need an 1899 for the board. Nice. 1919 and no mint mark. Another George V, 1914. Got that one. George VI, 1947. I don't believe we've got a 47 down there yet. That's another one. 1965. What we got here? 1907. Yeah, 1907, but we do have a better one than that. 1909. Oh dear. Looking for a little dot, but I can't even see the word. Looking for the dot next to the N in the word one, but it's too far gone, I'm afraid. 1912, and that has got a mint mark on it. H mint mark. Not very good though. Someone said I put the 1912 in the wrong place, but I didn't. We've got a space for a 1912, which that one is, and 1912H. This one's not as good as any of those. Right, 1963. Oh, there's an Australian one, kangaroo. 1955. Let's have a look at the mint mark if there is one. Yeah, there's a dot after the word, after the letter Y. So that means that was made at the Perth Mint. Made in Perth, not Scotland, Australia. Elizabeth II. Is that a bit of damage up there? Or is that an error, a crack in the die, a bit of lamination error? It could be, you know. Is that common on Australian pennies? Anybody know that? Could be. But anyway, that's one for the board. 1955. Right, we've got a 1919 and we've got a mint mark. Yes, look at that. H mint mark 1919. We found a mint mark. Is the most second most common after the 1912. Nice to find one. Right, Victoria. 1890. That's another one for the board. I've got 1890 yet. Not too bad. Get a bit of a rub. Yeah, it's just got a bit of. And what it is, it's coming away though quite easily. Dusty. Right, another 1920. Not the rare one. 1916. Is that a recessed ear type? No, not recessed ear. And the tooth up there is not broken, so it's not a rare one. Well, saying rare, they're not particularly rare, harder to find. Right, there's a shiny one. 1966. George VI. Another 1938. Two more in this handful. 1965. And another 1919. Is that a mint mark there? I don't know if it is or not. Let's give it a rub. No, no mint mark. Okay, 1916. Not brilliant, but it does fill a space for now. 1914 is definitely better than the one on the board there. And I said the 1913 I found in the last handful might be an upgrade, but no, that one's better. 1899. We've got that one. What else do we find? Oh yeah, we got the 1919 with the H mint mark. Lovely. Then I've got an 1890 there. And what was the other one? 1947. There we go. And of course the 1955 Australian. That can go with the 1927 one we found in part one. Two Australian pennies there now. Drop that one. Come here. There we go. Right, we've got an Elizabeth now. We've got a 1965. 1929. Do we need a 29? We do. First 1929. Edward the 7th. 1907. Another 1928. What's this? A 1930. Got that though. 1920. Common type 1920. Oh, and there's an old Victoria. 1860. And look at the teeth on that. One of the common varieties is either round beads or teeth around the edge, and you can definitely tell that's teeth. Alright, let me check my book. There's space for 3 1860s in the Whitman albums, 1860 round beads, 1860 tooth beads, which you've just found there, and this one 1860 with LCY and on the obverse. That's a designer, but the chances of finding one in a good enough condition to see that, pretty zero, I think. But we can clearly see the teeth on that, so that is going in there. Well, I put that one in the beaded area, but it's a bit vague. I just thought they might be beads, looking at the little bit in the corner there, but it's very hard to tell. But without a doubt, they are teeth. Sorry about that. That had to go in my book, though. If I find another one, it'll go there on the giveaway board. Right, let's carry on. There is George V, 1928. Oh, 1922. 1922, you want to look for an ultra rare one. You need to look at the middle prong of the trident. If it's not touching one of the beads, if there's a gap, then it is likely to be one of the rare ones. But as you can see, this one is touching, so this will be a common one. Sadly, it's very, very rare though. Right. 1945. Look at the 9 and see if it's double struck. No, not in this case. It's a standard one. It was a dirty one. 1917. And that, you know where that's going. In the dirty mug. Let's resume. 1938. 1928 again. That's 1900. We do have a better condition one than that. Oh, there's a jersey. Bailiwick of Jersey, 1/12 of a shilling. 1957. Still got a bit of a shine on it as well. Nice condition. 1957. And that is not nice condition. Oh, 1897. Looking for a dot between the O and the N. Is that? Oh, I've got to clean that. There we go. Most of that came away quite easily. I'm looking for a little dot, like a little full stop in the middle of the O and the N. Between the O and the N, but something there, but it's not clear enough. I don't think it's in the right place anyway. Oh well. I don't know, look at that, you can see something in that area. No, I think it's a little bit of scratch, isn't it? It's not the right shape. And not quite in the right place, which is a bit annoying. I thought I'd found one then. No. Anyway, let's carry on. 1934. Is that what we need? I think it is. 1918. Oh, no mint mark on that. There's another Old Victoria. 1876. That should have an H mint mark. H for Heaton. Because I didn't make any at the Royal Mint that year. And I think you can just see it. Yeah, very worn, just between the 8 and the 7, you can just about see it. Because there's definitely none made at the Royal Mint, or made at the Heaton Works. But did find one for the book, so that can go on the board. And another 1936. And the last one in this handful, 1935. Okay, we've got a 1935. There's this 1876 with the H mint mark. Very difficult to see, but it is there. Now, 1957 jersey. Can go with that. 1966. 1929. What else did I find? Oh yeah, 1922. And this 1897. Let's stick it under the microscope and see what that little mark there is. No, it's just a bit of a scratch. Nothing more than wishful thinking. Oh well. I'll put on the screen what you're looking for. There we go. Quite clearly see it on that one. A dot between the O and the N. Let's get some more. Right. 1899. Right, someone sort of punch that in the middle there. 1938. There's a 1921. Another 1921. 1948. We haven't got a 48. It's not that rare. I don't know why it's taken so long. Well, there's another 1949. That is a scarcer one. Is that an upgrade to the one on the board? No, it's got a little bit of damage around there. No, that's no better than the one on the board. 1939. There's another 1912 with the H mint mark. Again, we do have a better one than that. There's a shiny one. 66. General's a 6. Another 1938. Oh, that's a French one. 10 centimes. Yep. 1916. That's not bad for 1916. Do find quite a few of these. Not usually in that condition though. That's not bad at all, is it? Nice. Again, they were exactly the same size as a penny. And they probably would have been worth less than a penny, so they were brought back to this country, probably by troops or something like that, and spent as a penny. Did it the wrong way. There we go. Oh, nice. Another shiny one. Another jersey. 1/12 of a shilling. Again, 1966. Battle of Hastings, 900-year anniversary. 1937. Another Old Victoria. That's another 1890. Yeah. That's not as good as the one we've got. Another one. 1862. We've got an 1862, yeah. Don't think that's any better. Oh god, no. 1939. There's another 1966. Not so good, that one. 1946. For a 1946, you're looking for a little apostrophe shaped mark above the 1. Above the letter E in 1, but there's nothing there. Not above it, I should say, slightly over there. Oh, I'm going to show you one. I've got one, I'll show you one. There we are. See the little apostrophe shaped mark there. I'll zoom in a bit. Just compare that with the one I've just found. You can see where it is. These are selling for around about £30–35 in this condition, so definitely worth looking out for. I've got 2 of these now. There you go. One of them was sent to me by Mr. Dan Parker. Thank you very much again, Dan. And the other one I found in one of these hunts, so they are worth looking out for. This one is just a common one, but we do need a 1946 for the board. Another Old Victoria. Oh, 1887? 1887, yeah. It's another one for the board. Let's have a close look at that date. Yep, definitely 1887. There is a 1909. Has it got a little dot after the N? No, sadly not. A 1964. We need a 64. Not 64 yet, which is a surprise. Millions of those. 65. That's not bad, is it? Could be better than one on the board. Last one is a 1916. And it's not a recessed ear type, but having a closer look, it is a recessed ear type, and you can also confirm that by looking up there. Follow that colon up after the word Brit, and you'll see one of the teeth around the edge. One of the beads is broken in half, so yeah, it is a broken tooth type, but it's not a very nice condition. But I'll put it on the board for now. Hope we can find a better one. Right, what we got? 1964. We've got that recessed ear 1916. Put that there for now. We got 1948. Bound to find a better one than that. 1887. Where's that? 1887 there. There's a 1946. And then this other jersey. 1966. Already got one of those, but we'll see which is the best one. And the French 10 centimes can go down there. Right, let's get some more. Not too many. There we go. Right. 1939. 1934. King George V. There's a 1913. George V again. Another 1934. 1936. 1899. 1898 we're looking for. Grubby 1913. 1928. Oh, there's a Victoria. Oh, 1901. We haven't got a 1901 yet. Too bad on that side, a little bit. Oh, that's alright though. 1901. There's a young head Victoria. Another 1876. We can clearly see the age this time. So that might be better. Yeah, I think that's slightly better than the one on the board. Very slightly. I'll swap that. 1934. 1907. There's a 1940, and that looks like it's got a double line on. Yeah, double exerg line above the date. It's already got one of those. Looking for the single line. Well, there's a halfpenny. 1927. George V. Nice. Another 28. 38. Victoria, come on, 1898. 1900. There's a 1912. Again, it's got a mint mark on it, but not the best. Oh, Victoria. 1889. I think we've got an 1889. Oh, no, we haven't. Just seen on the board. Haven't got an 89 yet. It's a bit dusty. That'll come off. Nice. Oh, I dropped it. Pick it up. Right. Oh, there's a grubby one. That's alright. Chalk. Oh, it looks like it's had tape on it at one point. Right. We know where that's going. In the dirty mug with the dirty coins. What I'll do, I'll empty them out temporarily because people are saying they don't hear the noise very well and they like to hear this noise. There we go. Alright, carrying on. There's a Victoria. It's been a hole punched in it. Not quite a hole, but a big dent in there. Don't think we're going to see what that is. Nah, can't see what that is. Right, okay, George V, another 1936. Edward the 7th. Oh, there's a 1903. Let's have a zoom in on the date. No, this one's a closed 3 where the 3 is curly at the top and curly at the bottom. There is one called an open 3, which is quite flat at the top and doesn't curl under so much at the bottom. This one's just a common 1903, but I don't think we've got a 1903 on the board yet. So that's another one. 1946, and there's no little dash up there on this one. We've got here 1918, not in very nice condition. The last one in this handful is a 1964. There's the 1901. 1903 on 1889 and the 1876. Yeah, it's definitely a little bit better than that, so we'll upgrade it. No bingo lines yet, we're getting close though. And the 1927 halfpenny can go with the others. While I've got these dirty coins out, Dogfax said in the last video in part 1, must be my eyes, but the gap between the N and E on the dirty coin at 7 minutes seems a bit small. Okay, well, I've checked the 7 minute one, and it is an Edward one we're looking for. That's the one. Right, let's have a look. Okay, well, I see what you mean, but I think because there's so much crap in there, it might be just an optical illusion. I think it is actually. No, I don't think there's any small gap there. Yeah, I see what you mean though. If you want to know how you win everything down here and you're a regular, you know what to do. If not, go and watch part 1. I'll explain how you do it in that. That's going to do it for this video. Today is Saturday the 9th of December. I always record these videos on the day I upload them, so I'm going to get it sorted now, get it uploaded, and I'll see you in the next video. Get all these put back in now.